Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt here, and today we kind of have a bit to cover for this video. Kind of, sort of, not really. Let's just say that I've been gone for quite some time, and I did not think I'd be making it back here. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, to be genuinely honest, but yeah, let's just cover some stuff. First off, it's probably the first time in a while that I have not been depressed. I was going through a really bad breakup. It just sucked. I was grieving for like a good 2 years, and just going through the process of heartbreak. It's been one of the greatest obstacles I've ever faced, and probably is the greatest obstacle that I've faced, period. I wasn't happy that I went through it. It genuinely was needed for me to go through that. Only because pain really does make you grow, experiences make you learn, and mistakes are truly just tests that, you kind of keep with you for the rest of your life. The past 2 years I've really just spent looking back on just with pain. Pain makes us evolve. There's things that don't upset me anymore. There's things that I would like to learn more about with myself. And I'm still genuinely just on this journey. Like, no matter what. Life can be easy. Life can be hard. Either way, life is life. Truthfully, if I could look back at myself years ago, I'd say I was a bit of a bitch. The good thing is, though, is that the way I am now is definitely genuinely a whole lot different from when I used to be. I was a snowflake, I'll be honest. Like, little things hurt me here and there. Now I'm just like, I could care less, And it's not easy to not care about what people think, because in reality we really are individuals with emotion, not logic. Logic comes to us slowly and gradually, but the moment something hits you, you're not gonna respond, logically, unless you're a psychopath. I've been trying to create more self-awareness for me, especially just being at work really allows me to reflect on myself. And it's kind of tough because I'm kind of doing things all day, but at work it's like I'm always analyzing people, just seeing how they do things. Some things I'm just like, oh crap, I really wish I could do that, and other things I'm glad I don't do that. But it's just allowing, because that really is just allowing human nature to kind of suit how you would like to be as well, And that's another thing. I just try to create a whole lot more self-awareness for myself, because self-awareness does help you improve if you're able to analyze your flaw. And I'm not talking about look at your physical insecurities or things you can't do. No, look at the things that you can control within yourself and make it better. So self-control, another point I would like to hit on. I'm glad that, when I was in high school, the first year, and I was talking to my mom about this, the first thing you are taught is how to handle conflict. And I'm talking about verbally, we don't just start throwing hands in there, because to be honest, the only thing that comes out of violence is being arrested for, But it's just like being at work and just meeting people in general. Not a lot of people know how to talk to a person. They're impulsive. They're very, I'm not gonna say assertive, but aggressive, and not in the good. Well, yeah, they're not assertive. They're more aggressive, and it's just like people don't understand that. We react to emotion 9 times out of 10. We're always like, what the heck is wrong with this person? Why are they being so, And that's kind of, just looking at people and myself and just learning about what not to do. Throughout this year, I really just been learning more on how to budget. Because I'll be honest, from when I had my first job to now, I was broke. I was quite literally spending my check after check on everything. Like, I've been broke for as long as I've been working, and that is actually how the world tends to be. Essentially, we're not taught to. Well, we are taught to, really spend on only what you need. But human nature is full of desire, no matter what it is. You can get a fat check, and for me, I was always looking at opportunities on what I can spend on, clothing wise. And I'll be honest, I've been pretty much broke for 2 years. It's not good. It really isn't good, especially because the further more you go down on consistently spending on the things you want. Let me ask you this. How often have you actually bought something you needed, right? Out of all the things that you want. Rarely nine times out of ten you actually buy something you need. You spend all your check on things you want, and then you have very little left over for you to need, and then whatever left you need to cover, you don't have it. You know, that was me for a good year, to be honest, and it took me about 6 months to get myself out of debt. And that time I maxed out my credit card. That was so scary for me, because the one thing you don't want to worry about is making payments, especially if you have bills to pay and stuff. That's a whole responsibility. And even now, it's like I cut off a lot of things, like a lot of subscriptions I used to pay for. I took music lessons, but man, music lessons are expensive, to be honest with you. I canceled my Crunchyroll because I don't really watch anime like that. I mean, I watch anime here and there, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just on YouTube. So I saved a couple bucks here and there, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I'm still spending more on food though, not as much on clothing, just because ever since I've been working and stuff, and working out especially, I need a lot more fuel for my body. So I'll probably drop $80 on food, and you know that $80 actually lasts me quite some time. So I love eating. Another thing I want to touch on, not only I don't just watch YouTube, I actually read a whole lot of books, especially with financing and stuff, because it was a challenge. Like, that was probably one of my personal challenges, my finances, because I was quite, like, when I was working in retail, I was only paid bi-weekly, and I didn't get that much pay because I was making minimum wage. So for me to have maxed out my credit card, I could not eat out anymore. I couldn't spend on clothing. Like, the only thing that my money went towards were my bills and subscriptions, and that was it. The rest would pay off my credit card. And it wasn't until I left retail that I was finally out of the water, out of debt. You know, being in debt truly does suck, to be honest with you. You can't spend as much as you would like, and you know what? Money is just so fun to spend. But fun doesn't always mean it's a good thing, because you still have responsibilities. So I had like 3 different financing books: The Psychology of Money, I Will Teach You How to Be Rich, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad is probably my favorite one out of all of them, but they all equally have great information within each other. I mean, you can check out the books for yourself just to see, but yeah. I guess the last thing I want to touch up on is mental health. I was depressed for quite some time, to the point where, like, I didn't accept it, to be honest with you. I didn't accept myself being sad over a breakup, and you know, that's kind of why it took a lot longer for me to get over it, because it's hard to accept something so painful, you know. Like, every time, you know, soldiers, for example, if they get blown up, you know, they're not processing that they just got blown up and lost a leg or limb, whatever the case may be, and they go into shock. And so for me, that was essentially what I was going through probably the first year, you know. There's been days where, like, maybe it didn't matter as much as it did, you know, when it first happened, but I just noticed, like, I look back at it now, I was empty. I was sad and empty. But I was trying to, like, not feel that feeling by doing things, you know, that I enjoy doing. I spent a lot of time doing photography, and you know, it really did good with my Instagram page before the algorithm changed, and now I have to do reels. And I'll be honest, I don't even like doing reels. But within me being depressed, I just found a whole lot of things that I can consistently work on with myself, you know, because in the end, I just wanted to be a better person. That really was the goal for me at the end, you know, because if you're not being a better person, you're kind of the same person you were yesterday. And you know, I'm not gonna say that, you know, you can change yourself in one day. I mean, if you can really, you know, discipline yourself and create better habits for you, hell yeah, you can change within a whole span of time, you know. And I'm a lot more thoughtful towards myself now. I don't necessarily care about what people think, because people can be irritating me sometimes, but when I do pay attention to myself, it really is just to make myself a better person overall. Because if you can make yourself a better person, you can make the world a better place. Simple as that. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling. I actually have started a blog. I will leave that in the description if you guys are interested in free knowledge. There's no cost You just gotta read information that I provide, and it's just from past experiences, my own life, and hopefully you guys do enjoy that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram if you want to take in photos. If you're around my area, definitely hit me up. I don't charge a whole lot as a photographer. You can DM me for my price. I haven't even thought of a price yet. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a good holidays and stay safe.